Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern house. If you enjoy this video, please do remember to hit that like button, and if you make it all the way to the end, share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. Without any further ado, let's get started. Before we begin building, I just want to let you know that these are all of the materials that you are going to be needing. So please make sure that you have all of those, and you'll be able to see the amounts of those materials that you are going to need as well. And not only that, once you have all of your materials sorted out, you only need a 22 block by a 24 block area to make this, so it's not too big. Pause the video if necessary, do make sure that all of that stuff is in order, and once you've got that figured out, we can begin. So if you have made this grid in your world, I would highly recommend coming to the front left hand corner of the grid. If you've not made the grid, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to follow the tutorial, however, not impossible. Count to the right from the corner, 1, 2, and then inwards by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Place a quartz block, and then go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move inwards by 2. 1, 2. Then go right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a grey concrete. Extend that grey concrete towards you by 1. Leave a gap of 2 going right. Place a grey concrete on the other side of the gap. Extend inwards. And then place 2 quartz blocks going right. 1, 2. Move backwards by 2. 1, 2. Then right by 1. Back by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it's quite easy. All you gotta do is extend across the back of the build with your quartz blocks and connect all the way to the beginning. And hopefully that isn't too difficult of a shape to make. Now, once you have got all of that sorted out, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are going to do next. So we're just going to add an additional layer of quartz directly on top of everything that we've just made. And all of the windows and stuff we will add in afterwards. We'll just carve out what we have already placed, and it'll probably be a little bit easier that way. So simply raise up all of the quartz first of all. And then the grey concrete too. That also wants to be 2 blocks high as the quartz. So there's 2 places on the ground level where we have windows. The first place is just right of the door. We just want to chunk out these 3 blocks right here. And we just want to replace those with glass pane, like that. There is also an additional window left of the entrance. Knock out these 3 middle blocks like this, and then place glass pane in there. So that way the window is directly in between the entrance and where we are going to be placing stairs. Speaking of which, we can even place those now. On the left hand side where we have this row of 5 quartz, I want you to place oak planks directly in the middle of the bottom of the quartz. And we are going to place oak stairs in front of this, on top of the planks, and then, better yet, on top of the quartz just above it, like this. Now, once you have done that, we are going to place quartz slabs next to these stairs like this. So quartz slabs next to these stairs at the top. I want you to place an oak plank behind the upper stair. Or behind, even better yet, behind the quartz slab that we just placed. We're going to extend the oak plank left by 2. 1, 2. And we are also going to extend it to the right by 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just like that. Now the next part involves us taking the entire row of oak planks that we have just placed, and we want to extend them backwards by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we want to do that with all of the oak planks. So simply extend every single one of them backwards until they are all in the exact same position. Now, once you have done that, you should have a very weird area. Like it seems as though it doesn't go together. However, it will. I want you to grab the quartz slabs. We placed quartz slabs earlier, you might remember, next to these stairs. Well, we want to take those same quartz slabs and extend them around the entire area that we have just made. This will overhang the back of the house and the sides in some cases. However, it will all come back together like this. But the tricky part here is that we also want to have another layer of quartz slabs. So the other layer of quartz slabs wants to be one row higher than the previous layer, or half a row, as is the case with slabs. If you like, you can place a quartz slab in this position just left and right of the stairs, and then have it hang over above the previous layer. And then simply connect it together. You just follow the same trajectory as you did with the previous layer of quartz slabs, and you can't go too far wrong. Like that. You see, that looks loads better. Now, once you have done that, we are going to move on to the upper level. You want to come all the way to the back corner. This oak wood plank specifically, I want you to place a block of quartz on top of it. Not only do I want you to place a block of quartz on top of it, I want you to extend it forwards by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I also want you to extend it across the back by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Also extend that 12th block forwards by 8. You don't have to count, you can just line it up with the opposite side. So this is the sort of area that we're looking at right now, and once you have this area, I want you to take this left side here and extend it to the right by 1. Place a grey concrete, and then place a block of quartz, leave a gap of 1, place another block of quartz, grey concrete, and then quartz going right. Then we're going to take every quartz and extend them upwards by a row. And we'll do the same with the grey. The grey is slightly different, however, in that we want it to be one higher than the quartz. We also want it to stick outwards. We then want to add a layer of grey that sits above and on top of the quartz layer that we just placed. Make sure that it connects together over the door. It should hopefully be quite obvious where the actual entrance is. Next, we are going to place a layer of quartz slabs around the top of the grey concrete, like so. And as a matter of fact, this isn't a good example, as we don't want to extend it all the way round exactly. You want to place the quartz slab coming across the front to the right, and then when you do get to the right, you want to supersede it by 4 additional slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can extend backwards and come across the back of the build using your quartz slabs like this. And then around the left side, and then connect where the door is. So you can see that you have a little bit of an overhang there. We also want to have a window, by the way, on this particular part of the build. It's just on the right side here, and it sits perfectly in the center. You just want to have 2 blue stained glass panes. We also want to place a layer of oak planks that sits above and inside of the quartz slab row at the top of the build. So the oak planks simply sit all the way around the top of the inside, very much like that. We're then going to place quartz slabs around the top of the oak planks. So absolutely all the way around the top. This will give the very cool modern effect. I really love this for roofs. I think it's one of the best looking roofs that you can give to a modern house when you use this technique in particular. The next thing that we are going to do is simply fill the top of it in using blue stained glass. However, I am going to make a separation using oak wood planks here from the inside and the out. Kind of looks like a giant exclamation mark, and I'm going to fill the top of that then in with the glass. But it isn't even a separation that you have to make, it's just, you know, I just kind of like it. Just like that. Now, once you have done that, we are now going to add further detail to the upper part of this build, as there isn't much left to do. So all we need is the white concrete, flowers, and dirt. On the right side here, I'm simply going to place a large flowered area just on this right side. Probably, I mean, it can even come all the way to the back like this. Probably going to be quite wide, couple of rows of dirt, and then simply some white concrete all the way around like this. And that is where I'm going to have some flowers. And then furthermore, I'm going to place my actual flowers, the poppies, inside of here. Just as it really is just for a nice little bit of decoration. I think it takes up a nice little bit of that empty space. For a door up here on the second level, all I'm going to use is an oak door. Right in the middle, like that, where the entrance would be. Now, this is where things are going to get a bit more interesting. We're going to start renovation down below. We'll need some light grey concrete, doors, stone pressure plate. We need a little bit of sand, water, some white glazed terracotta. We'll also need a little bit of oak wood planks and some more flowers. We'll grab stuff as we need it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to have a 3-wide light grey path that leads from the stairs that we have on the left here to the outer boundary of the house. I'm also going to have a 2-block wide path that splits from the path that we have just made that will take us to the front door, and it's only going to be 2 blocks wide, like this. I'm going to place double doors with stone pressure plates in front. You can use any pressure plate or any mechanism to open the door, it just so happens to go with the light grey. I'm going to dig a pool in the front garden. It is going to be a 4-block by what would be, I think, about a 7-block pool. It just slots nicely here in between the path and the house. I don't really want to count it out, to be honest with you, but it should just go nicely there. I'm using sand as a border because I think that's kind of nice. Kind of a bit more naturey than you might expect from a modern house. And then I'm going to place white glazed terracotta in the base. And then fill it with water. I just think it kind of goes together nicely. I'm going to place poppies along the front window. And not only that, they're going to wrap around. And I need to grab a dirt because I destroyed one earlier by accident. And they're going to wrap around the front right side of the house as well. Not only that, I am going to create a seating area here on the right. Now, the seating area on the right is quite simple. We want to first of all dig out an area that is equal in length to the pool, or equal in width to the pool, like here, on the opposite side of the path. We're going to dig one more block down, and then we're going to dig 3 blocks to the right for all of these. So it wants to be a 4 block by a 5 block area just dug directly to the right. And this is kind of like a nice little lounging area that we have right here. We can actually dump most of these blocks. We won't be needing many of them again. We need quartz stairs, quartz slab. We need now some oak fence, some lime concrete, pretty much all of the greens, and I don't think we need anything else. So on this area right here, basically just 2 lounging chairs. Quartz stairs with quartz slabs in front of them. That's pretty much all we've got going on here. On the left, where we have the path, I'm going to have 2 trees, an oak fence coming out diagonally from the stairs, and one with a gap in between. I'm going to place double lime concrete on top of these, and they just look like nice fake trees. I kind of like that. Well, what else are we going to do? Well, we're going to create a boundary around the house. It's made out of green terracotta. No, sorry, green concrete. We're going to place green concrete on top of the outer grid of the house. The only place that we're not going to place green concrete on the grid is where we have the light grey path. However, this emulates a hedge, basically, and it just creates a nice boundary around the house, like that. Now, the only thing that you may want to do from here, and this is completely optional, is you may want to place some grass around the house. But we already have grass, you might be thinking to yourself. Well, modern grass is very simple to make. Green terracotta and lime terracotta, when mixed together in rows like this, look like grass. They look like nice, freshly trimmed grass. And I'm going to do a similar thing on the opposite side. And I'll also do a similar thing on the back as well. So you can do this as much or as little as you like. It really doesn't matter. It's non-compulsory at all. But on the back you will have a little bit of a problem, in which we'll just have to dig this out. And the grass pattern will just have to go in a different way. As a matter of fact, the way that the grass pattern will actually connect together, it kind of looks like a capital letter I, which is kind of funny to look at, to be honest. But it still works quite well. You could even just use one color back here if you so chose. But it's really not a big deal. I still like how it all connects together quite nicely. Oh, silly me. That'll have to go to that. But yeah, I still like how it all goes together quite nicely. And of course you can place it here as well, although I've opted not to. And you could place it in front of the flowers. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the house. So this is what your house will look like once it's been 100% fully completed. I do hope that you're as happy with it as I am. If you like this video, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really does help me out lots and lots. And if you would like to make me very happy, please share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. If you want to keep up to date with the channel, subscribe and click the little bell next to the subscription button. And if you want to check out any more of my modern builds, and I cannot believe how many we actually have surrounding us, then check out the card system and the description below. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try and land in this pool right here. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, fail.